Hi Aries, welcome to your bonus read for the week. I'm going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and why they're being distant with you. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start, clarify each card to give us some more insight, and at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull 3 messages plus 1 bonus message from this person. And these are going to be things that you might want to hear, things you might not want to hear, and answers to questions you possibly have. Like I said, we will get that at the end. This is general and it may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channels. It helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. And please remember that time is fluid, so this could be something that happened in your past, currently in your present, or coming up in your future. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The person on Aries' mind, show me why they are being distant with Aries. If you notice, my setup's different. I cleaned and I didn't remember how I had it, but do the best we can. And change my lights. So, person on Aries' mind, show me why they're being distant with Aries. They're really stuck in their thoughts, and we're going to find out why, but it could be something that you had said, but they don't know how to really communicate with you, so they're moving slow, and they're trying to move forward. I get the 6 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, so they could be stuck in their past on some things and needing to clear that unhealed energy, because if they're bringing their past into the present, that's not good. Now, if some of you talked about your past, like an ex or whatever, or something you're not over, that could have really triggered this person to really go into their thoughts and start to doubt the situation. So we have the 8 of Swords that comes out. We have the Ace of Swords in a 50-50 energy. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. They want to go slow because they're just not sure. They are feeling doubtful because of something that they're not entirely sure, you two haven't talked about. And also, if you're devoted and dedicated to them, so they don't know how to bring this conversation up and talk to you about, like, hey, is it just you and I? Are you seeing other people? For others, it could be something that was said that they have just let their mind and their thoughts spiral out of control. And so they're procrastinating on talking about things with you, which would help the situation move forward. I get like they're not very good with that, or they just don't feel comfortable with opening up to that situation. So let's go ahead and clarify this 8 of Swords. Yeah, so the 8 of Swords is clarified by the 2 of Wands. And then we also have the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This person is very doubtful that you're being honest with them, or that you really made a choice on them, because they feel like you are playing games with them. There's also some kind of negative energy that had come out, whether it could be somebody around them that is communicating negatively to them about, like, well, whatever they tell this person about you. Let's just say that, they bring up a conversation you two had, for example, and they have somebody around them that's like, oh, that's not good. It starts to make them wonder, like, am I being played? Does Aries really care about me or not? But they are feeling definitely doubtful about the fact that you want to move things forward, that you are playing games with them, and they don't like it. And now this could be their own inner conflict, but they are very conflicted with even opening up to talk to you about this. So let's go ahead and clarify that Ace of Swords. Yeah, they don't know how to bring this up because something that was said allowed their mind to spiral out of control, and it's making them feel this heartbreak here. They're manifesting that you're going to break their heart, and maybe that's not the case, but they also want to talk to you about the fact that they've had their heart broken. It's very hard for them to open up and love someone else, or to love and trust when they went through a situation that was really bad in their past. And that's where they're holding on to the past, situation and bringing it forward into a new situationship. Some of you, it's situational at this point before it gets to a relationship, because of the way that they can't open up and talk to you. But, they allow their own inner thoughts to conflict making the decision to talk to you about things and feeling this heartbreak. Now I get like for some of you, this person had dealt with a Libra that broke their heart. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it's just what I'm seeing here with this Three of Swords and that Ace of Swords. It could also be a Gemini, you know, with the Magician coming out right here, but they dealt with someone who really played games with their heart and took them for granted, and it makes it so difficult. But Aries, as you know, we've all been through situations where someone did not treat us correctly, and it does make it difficult. I'm really hoping that they can open up and talk to you. But if you talk to this person and say, hey, I just have noticed, you know, your energy is a little off and it feels like you want to talk about something, but you don't know how to open up and just talk about it. But if you at least invite them into the conversation, they might open up and say, oh, I'm so glad you noticed. I feel validated, and start to tell you what's going on, because things can be fixed with communication. It's the fact that there is lack of communication that is causing this situation to feel very awkward and them to be distant. So, and them manifesting, you know, like, oh, what if you hurt me? What if this happens? And that just, they're feeling stuck. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify that Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're procrastinating here, and they're not paying attention to the details of the situation between the two of you. So they're procrastinating on moving forward or even telling you what they want. And I get that they're being lazy with, I know they don't like me calling them out like this, but they're being lazy with, you know, putting a lot of effort and diligent work into making things successful between the two of you. It's almost like they rely on you to do this. So they are procrastinating. I feel like they have told you, like, I've just been really busy with work. That is absolutely not the case. So that Eight of Pentacles in reverse is the lack of work, okay? Losing the drive to accomplish something, and also not seeing the details in the situation that it could be very successful. They also get that you're very good looking, and whether you are a beautiful person inside and out, handsome, whatever, you are very charming. This person holds you in high standards, high regards, and then they doubt themselves for some reason here. They shouldn't. They really should just open up and talk to you. But when it comes to communication, they've had their heart broke too many times, or, you know, at least one time that had hurt really bad, that they start to back out of working towards opening up and talking about things. It's just like they wait and wait and wait for the other person to say something. And it has damaged potential relationships in their past because of that. And they know that. And this is just something they need to work on and heal, or they need to treat things like a new situation, and just open up and say how they feel. So let's go ahead and get some messages from this person. What are they holding back from telling Aries? Okay, so there are some things here that come out as them overthinking situations. And when we get in that Eight of Swords, all of us, we are creating our own alternative to reality, okay? So it's not a true reality. It is what we are making things out to be. This person being hurt in their past, we need to let each other go. And this is how they're feeling because they don't want to get hurt, but yet they don't want to let you go as well. They're hoping that you are the one to take that step forward and change things, but you're like, you know what, let's talk about this, let's fix it. However, they have to be open to communication. They also need to be open to the new situation and not bringing their past baggage into their present situation, which is really hard. I get this person has a lot of trauma that they've gone through as well. So we will be together again. They are certain that you two will get to see each other again, hang out again, be together together again, but feeling that you two need to let each other go because they're conflicted about you hurting them. I don't see that you've done anything to hurt this person, but something you said, they just let that thought, they let those words spiral in their mind, and it just led them down a mental path of not good things and doubting the situation, even doubting themselves. And I get that this person's a very confident person. You wouldn't have dated someone or, started to engage with somebody who wasn't confident in themselves. But what you're seeing with them being distant with you is, their insecurities to love, because they don't want to be hurt again, which is understandable, but they have to treat this as new. So finding out the truth crushed me. And so did they find out the truth? No, they're lacking clarification on the truth. They're lacking details of the truth. They're procrastinating on things. If you bring it up to them like, look, if you can't open up and talk to me, then we have to take a step back from each other. That to them comes out as the truth. Like, I knew you didn't want to be with me, Aries, but that's not the case. It's the fact that they won't open up and communicate with you. And if they don't, it's going to show their lack of effort to work hard on something they really want, which is you. And you and I were too young. This is another thing that comes out as, maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe, we're too young for this right now. Maybe, see how the maybe keeps coming out? It's a lot of thought of what is keeping you two apart, and you two being too young. That means like you have your path set in one direction. They have their path set in one direction. So feeling like even the relationship situationship is too young to make it work. However, they're giving up before they even really get started. So I replay our conversations over and over, and this is in their mind. They read text, they go back and they read and read and read, and they depict things in their own way. So they go into their altered reality, which is not actually what's happening. Because if they talked to you and communicated with you, they would see that things are different. They would also feel better. But you can't always carry someone in a relationship, right? They have to be open and show you that they know how to talk to you about things, even when it's difficult. And I really hope that they do. But Aries, this is what I have for you at the moment. If it resonates, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.